Then in Maine, there's the Maine Community Foundation. Maine Community Foundation. In West Virginia, there's the Community Foundation for the Ohio Valley. Then there's the Eastern West Virginian Community Foundation, right? I just mentioned two there. Wisconsin, there's the Greater Milwaukee Foundation. Greater Milwaukee Foundation, Community Foundation for the Fox Valley region, the Greater Green Bay Community Foundation. In Utah, there is the Park City Community Foundation. And then there's the Vermont Community Foundation. Then in Virginia, the Vermont is for Vermont, right? The Vermont Community Foundation, that's Vermont. Then in Virginia, Arlington Community Foundation, the Community Foundation for the Northern Virginia, the Community Foundation for the New River Valley. I stopped there. Washington, the Greater Tacoma Community Foundation, the Community Foundation of South Puget Sound. Puget is P like in Peter, Puget. Puget, whatever it is. The Community Foundation of South Puget Sound. All right, that's in Washington. I want to believe I've covered every state. So those are the community foundations, and they're all giving away money. All right, they're all giving away money. Let me wrap it up by mentioning a few things available for small businesses. Of course, the PPP is for small businesses, and some of these other grants are all for small businesses and individuals and non-profit. But let me mention a few more stuff for small businesses. So there's the Small Business Administration Disaster Assistance Loans. So that one is there. By the way, if you go to iFly Mentoring and you sign up, you get a link to all those things. They're all linked up. Amazon Neighborhood Small Business Relief Fund. So they have that, Amazon Neighborhood Small Business Relief Fund. There's the Birmingham Strong Fund, that's in Birmingham, Alabama, for small businesses. Delaware Hospitality Emergency Loan Program, no interest loan of up to $10,000 per business. That's for the Delaware area. For the Maryland Small Business COVID-19 Emergency Release Grant Fund, they give you grants up to $10,000 for Maryland small businesses and non-profit. So these are for small businesses. Maryland Small Business COVID-19 Emergency Release Grant Fund. They give you up to $10,000. Then San Francisco COVID-19 Small Business Resiliency Fund. Then there's Los Angeles City Small Business Emergency Microloan Program. Then there's Denver Small Business Emergency Relief. There's Florida Small Business Emergency Bridge Loan. There's New York City Small Business Continuity Fund. They give you up to 75% in interest-free loans. There's New York City Employee Retention Grant Program. They give you a grant up to $27,000 to cover 40% of payroll cost over the course of 2 months for small businesses and non-profit. All right. Let's see. Okay, I'll stop there. And of course, we've talked about the SBA protection program. So I'll stop there. I've gone 40 minutes over time. So from what I've said so far, we've talked about the Paycheck Protection Plan or program. We've talked about EIDL. We've talked about the various relief options. We've talked about the ones that are available for individuals, for businesses, for non-profits. We've talked about the fact that really all of you can be applying for a variety of stuff. We've talked about grants, from private foundation. We've talked about grants from community foundations from the various states and stuff. My advice to you, if you are self-employed, and self-employed cuts really across various industries. So you are an artist, you are self-employed. You do all kinds of gigs, sing everywhere to make money, dance everywhere to make money, and stuff like that. You're self-employed. The PPP is for you too, because your income needs to be paid now. Your income needs to be replaced. It's for you too. So, and then of course I talked about the artistrelief.org for you and arts.gov for the artists. So when you really think about it, all of you who have had income in any way, in any form, in any shape, can apply to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 of all the things I've talked about today. So go and apply to them. I know I have said a lot. I hope you jot down some notes. If you did not, if you're on Facebook, you can check out this video again on Facebook, and hopefully you can jot down some notes. My suggestion to you is this: join my High Flyer Mentoring Coaching Program. It's just $29. For $29, you get all kinds of teachings that will help you. But in addition to that, you get everything I've talked about today. The links are there. So instead of you trying to Google everything or whatever, you'll be able to copy, paste, you'll be able to also, some of the links are directly on the document. You just click, boom, it takes you there, and you can begin to apply. But apart from these COVID-19 issues, sample proposals, as you begin to apply for grants, I have sample proposals I'm going to be uploading to the platform. My High Flyer Mentoring, which is really a monthly coaching program, is being serviced through Patreon. And with Patreon, once you sign up, you have access to all the things I've talked about today. I'm going to also upload there the sample proposals. So as you begin to apply for various grants, you have a sample proposal. I'm going to upload there how to write a proposal. You just don't write whatever you want to write and you think you have a proposal. There is a method to this madness. So I'm going to upload how to write a proposal writing. I'm going to upload it there. And you're going to have sample proposals. So if you are serious, $29 is not too much. You can join that platform and you can have access to all these things. Now, you don't have to join. You can just go the hard way and Google all the things I've mentioned and start trying to learn how to write proposals and all that kind of thing. But if some people have done the job for you, if the sample are there for you, and I'm talking sample proposals that have gotten money, right? If, I told you, in case you didn't hear me or you were not here when I said it, I've gotten money personally myself, right, from a corporation, and I also sit as the vice chair of a board of an organization, and we've gotten money many, many times, including, $1 million. So one time, $1 million. So I'm saying, why you trying to reinvent the wheel when I can coach you and help you to understand how all these things work, just for $29. $29 is what it costs you every month, and I can coach you and help you and guide you through this process. I want to encourage you to do that. You don't have to do that, but in most cases, you don't know what you're doing. So they're gonna reject your proposals because you don't know how it works. Unless you're a grant writer, you've done these things, you've gotten money before, and you know how this works, you don't need me, right? But if you don't know what you're doing, you need me right now. But apart from that, because that's just one thing, if you want to start your own business, maybe you've taken time to think during this COVID-19 situation, you've spent time by yourself, you realize, I need to start my own business. Maybe you realize that you need to start some businesses that are essential. Maybe the kind of business you have, the kind of business they shut down and you can't do nothing, and you realize that I'm in the wrong business, right? And you want to start the right one. Guess what? You need coaching, you need help to understand how to run business properly. And that's where I come in. And when you join the High Flyer Mentoring for just $29, you get all the coaching, how to turn your invention ideas. Maybe right now you're beginning to have ideas. Because when we sit quiet, we're able to get ideas. And the ideas that you've been able to get for the past weeks, you need to properly turn that into product and services. I've thought through all that, and I have videos that are available on my platform that will teach you all the steps. You want to know how to manufacture, you want to know more about patents, you want to know about licensing, you want to know more about prototype. All those things, they are all there. on my high flyer mentoring. I want to encourage you to sign up and be a part of it. And then, of course, you get all the resources that I've given you today. You get all the things I couldn't mention, it's just too much. You get all the forms, you get everything by being a part of the high flyer mentoring. I hope you have learned a lot today. I hope I have provided value to you during this, going to 3 hours of teaching. I hope that it's been worth your time. All right? Again, I encourage you to go to highflyermentoring.com for $29 a month. You get all the coaching that you need. And of course, you also, by the way, I also give you access to me. You can ask me questions and all that stuff for just $29 a month. So you can clarify things and stuff like that. I want to thank you for taking your time and watching and sharing and learning a lot today. And I hope you sign up for the High Flyer Mentoring. I hope you start applying for all these things. Don't wait. Don't wait. You don't need to go and pray about it for church folks. You don't need to pray about it. It's available. While you are praying, some people are applying. And when you decide you have got the answer to your prayer, it's already over. This is a blessing for you right now. Grants available everywhere. Relief funds available everywhere. You don't need to be praying about that. Just go and apply today, and the money will be yours. Thank you all. I'll be signing off now.